Oh gosh. So many things. Yeah. I'm gonna need so much more space in my office, but it's cool. It's fine. Today we're having a look through a whole bunch of things that I've received over the past couple of weeks that I've kind of just been putting in a corner of my office as a "I'm too overwhelmed, I'll get to you later" kind of a deal. So let's have a look through them. I have tried to link as much as I can in the description box, but there's a lot here. So for some of the packages that came in, I was like, yeah, let's just summarize that into one overall title. And if you want to go check them out in general, you can just go to their main page because yeah, some of the boxes were quite full. As you can see, we do have some goodies here from some well-known brands. So Bullet Journal is here. We've got Tom's Studio, which is one who's kind of like, I feel like an up-and-comer. I'm not sure. The washi tape shop, we've got a giant box from Journal Say, but let's get some of these out of the way so that we can actually start to look through. As we go through, I will be giving you my honest opinions, as per always, as to, whether I like the items, whether I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of them and such. Of course, like most of these were sent to me to have a look at, review, that type of a deal, rather than me purchasing them for myself, if that kind of makes sense. So I didn't necessarily pick out like every single item in full. We're going to have a look at this one first because this is a really interesting idea, I think. So when it comes to, pens and such, oftentimes we buy a pen, clicky or capped or whatever, and then you use it, you throw it away. Effectively is how it kind of works. You know how a pen works. But this one, the entire idea of it is that it's completely reusable. So reusable, refillable, like kind of very permanent. So as it says, like the infinitely refillable pen. So that in itself is quite an interesting idea. If you're thinking about being a little bit more like, I know, environmentally conscious, or you just want something that honestly just feels a little bit special, then maybe this is a good idea for you. But we're gonna drop these parts out here. Comes in this nice little box. Very cute. Also came with a tea bag. I haven't obviously drunk the tea yet, but maybe. I'm not quite sure. Black tea. Alrighty. It's a black tea. But we'll put that to the side. Oh, I'm glad that you get excited when you see the notification that things are live. So we have the pen. We've also got this little bottle of ink, which is just a black Tom Studio ink. I know that they have other colors as well, but this is what came in the set. We have some instructions for how to make sure that you're doing things in a way that doesn't seem silly. So shows you how to actually work things and such. We've got the cartridges, which are effectively like, I'm going to call them fiber sticks. I'm sure that there is a much, much nicer fancy name for it, but this is effectively what you put into the ink, from my understanding, to like soak up the ink, and that's what like refills your pen nib. Yep. Little thank you note with some information about their eco-friendly packaging. So, we love an eco-friendly option. And then we have the tip set itself, which I think is so bloody cute, honestly. So if we open this guy up, you can see the little range of tips that we have here. It might be a little tricky to see the white ones, so I'll find a backing card for you. There we go. This is from Stationery Pal, but that's an aside. So hopefully you can see like the little range of tips you've got here, and it says on the packaging what type of tip it is. So we've got a range of different sizes, ranging from the very, very small to the not so small, but you've also got like a chisel and a brush and what's like a plasticky kind of nib as well. It's just, yeah, it looks kind of like a screwdriver set, right? Like when you kind of have those electronic screwdrivers in particular, where you can change all of the tips out so that then you have like the different styles, whether it's like Phillips or like Allen key style or whatever. It feels very much like that. It's a very cute set though. I am so worried that I'm going to lose one of these, or maybe multiple, but we'll pull one of these out so you can kind of see. So you've got the part that actually goes down into the pen to kind of get the ink and suck it up, and then you've got the nib itself here. All right, so those can all kind of be slid into the pen. Yeah, I know that Mark did a demo for it because we all ordered the pen at the same time. One of our friends got it. You guys might watch Natasha of Natasha Miller Creates. She got the pen and she's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! You guys have to get one." So we're like, "Fine, okay," and we all went and got one as well. And I think the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but we all got different colors as well. So the pen itself comes in different colors. I think we all like got black ink because that's what comes in the set. But the actual body of the pen, we got a different color. So let's try and take this one out. This is all paper, so recyclable, which is nice. But You can see that we've got like the barrel here. We've got the nib holder at the end, which is in a gold, and I got the rose gold body because I was feeling a little basic, and I like rose gold, and I'm not sad about it. So we've got the end here. There's also like a screw-offable end here where you can like attach stuff as well, and then you can unscrew the middle because this is a dual pin, so you can have two nibs on the go at the same time. So connect those nibs into here, and then you can have one safe and secure there, and then I guess protect the other one by putting the cap on like that. But it feels very nice, which I mean, given the price point, because this is a pricier pen, it's one of the larger, I don't know, expenditures or whatever of the haul in general. You'd hope it felt nice, but it does feel very nice. I know that you can pay a little extra and also get it engraved and stuff as well. I notably did not do that, but I'm not sure which nibs in particular I want to put in here, and I'm not sure which ones I would get the most use out of. Yeah, secret pen. I think that the thing that kind of got me about it is that I really wanted there to be two of these. I know why there's only one, because you really only need to protect one of them because the other one's in the middle, but it makes this end feel a little bit odd because it's just open. But in general, it's a nice pen. I've not used it. I've heard very good things about it, but I'm gonna have to try it out at some stage. The problem that I have is that I am very set in my ways when it comes to pens, so I'm just like, I just wanna use my Microns and my Papermate Inkjoy. But everybody I've been talking to is like, "This pen is amazing, you have to use it, you have to get it," so here it is. I notably just have to try it out. So we'll put this guy back into his box as neatly as I can be bothered to. So the pen, the ink, the tip set, and then the little cartridges as well, so that then I can fill those up. And I think that the cool thing is that, like, although it comes with an ink, I could fill it with other inks. Like, I do have some other ink samples that Mark gave me when he gave me my fountain pen, so I could fill it with those ones if I wanted to. It doesn't just have to be black ink or like their black ink. You can use other inks as well. I cannot tell you specifically which types of inks will or won't work in here, mainly because I haven't tried it out. I'm not really too sure, but I would assume, big assumptions, that regular fountain pen inks will work in here. Big assumptions. Let's see. Does it say anything about it? Probably, but I'm not going to read through all of it. It does say, though, you can find heaps of their own colors. Yeah. Which inks work in the Lumos? Okay, it's literally the first line. Maybe we'll read it. All classic fountain pen friendly inks will work like a charm in the Lumos, allowing you to fill your pen with literally thousands of different colors. Yay! And you can also blend them and stuff as well to create your own colors. Cool. So if you have like regular fountain pen inks, then they will work in this pen, which is kind of a nice way to use your fountain pen inks without having to actually use them with a fountain pen nib, because you do get a range of little nibs here in those different sizes and stuff. So you can use it with your brush tip, and you can use it with your 0.8 and your 0.1 and all of those kind of things. I do think it's cool that they give you a 1.0 nib as well. So these are very cute. This is very cute. That was one of the first parts of the general hauling, the one that's been sitting in the corner like, Jess, try me out, use me. And now I can put it back in the corner because we have other things to look at. Let me know what you think about the pen, though, because I don't know, maybe I'm just like a giant skeptic or something. I was like, oh, how good is this pen actually going to be, kind of a thing. Like, it's really expensive and stuff, and people keep saying it's so great. And then it gets here, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand why they're raving on about it. It's really cool to have like one pen body with multiple pen nibs, but anywho. So the next part that we have is the bullet journal stealth collection. I think you can probably barely see that it's on there because it's like in black. You can see it catching the light. I don't think it's going to focus very well, but there it is. So this guy here, Bullet Journal Stealth Collector Set, is another one that is on the pricier side, at least as far as I'm concerned, or at least how my spending is concerned, I suppose. But that is because it does come with multiple things in it. It isn't just a journal. So this one was released as part of a just kind of like bundle set, so Stealth Collector's set, earlier this year, and the general gist is that it's all black, effectively. So stealth, ninja, that kind of deal. But in the box, we have the bullet journal. So this is like, you know, from the official bullet journal brand. We also have their bullet journal pen, which is the stealth pen. So gel ballpoint with black ink. We can open that up and have a look at it. And then I believe that in the bottom somewhere, yeah, there we go. We also have a pen loop because the bullet journal notebooks, which are done through Leuchtturm, I cannot pronounce that very well, LT1917, they don't actually come with pen loops already attached. But the thing that's kind of special about this is the fact that it has the matte gilded edges in black. So it's like, ooh, so sleek, wow. But I also like how when you run your finger over it and you can open it up, you can see that the paper isn't black, it's that ivory color. But wee! So we've got the bullet journal notebook. We have the pen loop, which you can somehow get out of here. Oh gosh. Should I have opened this before we started? Probably. Trying to make it so it's not too loud. There we go. So it has this kind of like faux leather piece that you then just take the adhesive backing off and you stick that in the back cover so that then the pen loop part just sticks out the side. And I assume that they have sized this loop so that it fits nicely with this pen, but if you have something quite chunky, I would wonder whether it would actually fit in there so well. So yeah, it's not a blackout journal, it's just a black edged journal. If we open that one up, we'll open it up and then we'll have a look at the pen. So opening this guy up, we've got the elastic closure, we've got Bullet Journal's logo on the front here, but it's like that embossed, debossed, right? I don't know. So, birthday stream, happy birthday. I'm glad that you could make it along and I hope you're having a good day. So Bullet Journal logo, we've also got LT1917's logo on the back here, which makes sense because that's who made the journal. And opening up this, we've got a little bit of info about the LT1917 products, just, so that if you wanted to buy some different ones, then you can. But on the inside cover, because this is a bullet journal official notebook, it has some bonus features or whatever. So we've got the black end paper, bullet journals, kind of what and why, the idea of your bullet journaling should come with purpose and all of that kind of stuff. We've got a grid spacing guide here, so it shows us how to do divisions of different amounts, like the halfway mark, thirds, quarters, etc., in both directions. And then, oh, that's cool. It also gives you them with or without a border. So it's like if you want a border around your box, like a divider or something, I suppose, like a bit of a gap, then you do the white lines. If you do not want a gap, then you use the gold lines. So that's a nice way to differentiate between the two. So after this one, we have just card, paper, whatever. We've got a space to write your name. It doesn't have any additional this journal belongs to or anything like that, which honestly I kind of like. The only thing that I'm a little bit weirded about is that this is page 1. And I usually like to start my page numbering after my index if I'm going to index a journal. That's a personal opinion though. It really doesn't matter. But after the place to put our name, we have the key with the already kind of set in points for being if you're using the traditional or original bullet journal method, then these are the symbols that you might want to use. I don't like it when journals tell me how to use my key. I prefer to put my own things in, especially because I don't use the original bullet journal key. Like if I want to do a priority, I don't usually use an asterisk. I'll just highlight it with a dot marker. If I have a note, I use an exclamation point rather than a dash, just because I prefer to not have to cross my tasks out like this because I think it's messy. Personal opinion. So I rather for those cancelled events or cancelled tasks, I'll just put a little line like the note one. So I would prefer if there was nothing here for the key, but In terms of the grid spacing, it's weird. The grid spacing looks big, but that's probably because the dot is really small, because it is a 5mm dot grid. We have 12 centimeters of dots across on this intentions page, and I'd be interested to see if that is the same going through the rest of the journal, only because these pages have a header, at least at the start. So if we get to a page that doesn't have a header, we have 12 centimeters of dot grid boxes across, and then down we have 18. So we've got a decent amount of extra space around where the dot grid is compared to some of our other journal brands that we see that do dot grid notebooks. So, for instance, like an Archer and Olive, they are 13 centimeters across in an A5 and 19 centimeters down. So, this has lost a centimeter in both directions because it does have a bit of a kind of like margin on each of the pages. Probably because in those first pages, for instance, we've got little headers like future log, index, that kind of thing. And then we've also got the page numbers in the middle of each of the pages. And there's also a dot underneath those. So if we zoom in by getting this just really close to the camera, you can see that we've got the page number there, and then we've got a dot underneath this, and that dot is there for migration in particular, or like when you've finished with a page and you've still got information on it, you kind of decided like, hey, do I need to move this information to somewhere else? Does it need to be transferred, or is everything here done? If you're finished with the page, like everything has been moved to another place or whatever, then you can put a little cross at the bottom there to say, hey, this page is completely finished with. You can see that we've also got a couple little divided dots here. So 2 in the middle to say like divided in half, and then 3 on either side to be like divided into thirds. We've also got those on the side, not this one, but on this one, so in the middle of the journal. So that's kind of cool too. So there are some helpful features, in particular, if you're using it for a bullet journal specifically, like it's got the spaces in here to say, hey, you should put your future log here, and hey, this can be a space for your index. I just prefer when my dot grid notebooks don't come with this kind of stuff because I don't necessarily use all of my dot grid notebooks as bullet journals. If I wanted to use this notebook as a reading journal, not that I do, but if I wanted to, then I would have to find some way to kind of cover those up. But yeah, intentions page, index spread 1, index spread 2, 1, 2, and then future log and future log. So lots of space to do lots of things. Yay, members! Welcome to Team Tiny Wins. Love it. Glad to have you with us. Even though I feel like, again, it doesn't tell me if it's a new person or if it's a like, what's the word? I'm gonna say like a re-sign up. That's not what I mean. But yeah. So yeah, make those pages into a pocket could be a good idea. Just like cut them off. But I'm just like, that's a lot of pages to go through and not use if you don't want to have titles. Also, it means that you've got a whole bunch of page numbers that you're not really using either. I kind of like page numbers. I don't have a big need for page numbers when I do my regular journaling because everything is chronological. But for my themed journals, for instance, like reading journal, long-term collections, my recent physical fitness journal, whatever, those ones I like to have page numbers. But typically when I do page numbers, I like them to be on the outer corners as well. So personal preference. I can understand that like having them in the middle of the page feels very consistent. So it's like the same place for each page, but I just find the outer corners to be more my preference. So whole bunch of pages with the black on the edge, which is really nice. And then in the back, once after we have 206 pages. So 206 pages, but that includes like the key and the intentions page and the index and all of that. And also that nameplate page that is where the numbers kind of started. In the back, though, we also have some stickers. Yay, stickers! Yeah, I didn't think you were a new person. I'm like, I swear you've been here with us before, but it doesn't tell me that. It just says welcome. So I'm like, but I already welcomed you. Still happy to have you here with us. So we also have some functional stickers, which is cool. So we've got numbers 1 through 31, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, funny that. An entire year. Huzzah! So that's good to see. We've also got some little lightning bolts because that's the bullet journal's logo. And you've also got stickers for archiving, which is really cool. I do like this. I do think it's really convenient to have a way to label the outside of your journal to say when it was for. When I used to use LT 1917s, I used those religiously because I just thought they were really, really helpful. So you've got one that goes along the spine of the journal, and then you've got one that you can put on the front cover so that you can label them both. We've also got some circles. We've got some days of the week, so just Monday through Wednesday, but based on when they start, like when any month starts, you should, in theory, have enough days to go through the entire of that, I don't know, cycle, I suppose. You just cut the sticker off at different points. And we've also got some labels for each of the months. We've got 2 labels for each month, so that's convenient. One for each side of your monthly log, I suppose, like the monthly timeline and then the monthly task list. Again, if you're using bullet journaling specifically. So, other stuff that we also have a little booklet here in the back, which is tucked into the back pocket, which is also black because stealth. And this little booklet here is just telling you kind of how to do your bullet journal, like a bullet journal crash course, how to set up your index, how to set up your monthly log and future log, how to set up your daily log. So that's all about like the system. And then we've got the practice, which is all about, you know, the actual way that you would use it on a day-to-day, week-to-week, etc., basis. Including the migration filter and all of that. We do have videos on all of those different things on the channel because we have the Bullet Journal Basics series, which was very much written in alignment with the Bullet Journal, what's it called? Bullet Journal Basics and Beyond. It's like a course that they have as part of the Bullet Journal environment, ecosystem. I'm not going to be able to get this in the back cover, so I'm just going to let it sit here along with the little pieces of paper and the stickers. We put all of those back together, and that is the notebook, which is only one part of this bundle though. So in the bundle, we had the notebook, we have the pen loop, which we already kind of looked at. You can just stick that in the back cover. There we go. We'll hold this up so you can kind of see it, but it does have the bullet journal text logo and the little lightning bolt and the LT1917 logo on it. You can stick that in the back and then put your pen in there. And then as for the pen, have I opened this? No. So we're going to have to carefully. No. There we go. Oh, that's sticky. Gross. So what does it say? I'm not too sure what that says, but here's the pen's name. Is there regular paper or heavier? It should be their regular paper. So by regular paper, I believe that means that it's 100 GSM. I could be talking smack, maybe 120. We might have to go and have a look and see what it says. But this is our stealth version of the pen, so you can hopefully see on the side there that it has that kind of shiny section that tells you what the company is and the pen name and whatnot. And then I think this is a twizzle. Yeah, you twizzle the end. Twizzle the end to get the pen open, and we've got a little plastic nubbin here to make sure that it doesn't run out. There we go. Ow, there we go. Yeah, 120, I think. We'll have to check. I don't really want to write in this journal, to be honest, so I might just grab another piece of paper and we can see how it performs in a different journal. Which is not necessarily the best way to do the testing, because you'd really want to test the pen in the, what's the word? You'd want to test the pen in the journal that it came in, but I don't really want to write in this journal. What I can do, though, is go and get my other bullet journal, and we can test it in there. So, if I can remember where I put it, I think that this might be the one that I wrote in. Okay, no, not you. Okay, the black one, maybe. Because I do actually already have another 3 bullet journals. So I think that this might be the one that I've already written in. Let's see. Does it say anywhere on the 120 GSM paper is what it lists itself as. So I will assume that considering this one has it, then this one probably does too. I think I've got pen testing in the back here. Yeah, there we go. So if we pen test the bullet journal pen in the bullet journal notebook. There we go. Question, have you ever done giveaways? Yes, I have. We're not doing one today, but we might have one coming up soonishly. Because I have a bunch of stationery bits and pieces that I think would be better suited to other people than me. So, bullet journal pen. I just like to write the name of the pen when I do my pen swatching because it's just easy to remember what was what. As you can probably expect, the Sharpie probably doesn't hold up very well. But the other ones, they ghost a little bit, but they don't bleed, from what I can see at least. There's a little bit of ridging because this is a hard tip pen, like a hard tip ballpoint pen, but I don't think it looks too bad at all. I'll flip it over and hold it up so you can kind of see it a little bit better. But goodbye, shrapnel. Like pick up everything at the same time. There we go. So you can maybe see like a slight amount of ghosting. I wouldn't want to do a lot of artsy type pen work in these types of journals, just because it's not my personal preference. That was one of the reasons why I moved away from the LT 1917s, but I was also using them when they were only 100 GSM. So now as they're 120, they do hold up a little bit better to pens, but if you're just writing in a notebook, just black ink on paper or blue, depending on your preference, I do not mind these types of journals for it. So if I was doing it for just like a note-taking book or that kind of thing, the kind of thing where I don't necessarily want to, I don't want to have to kind of combat being able to see through the pages and see any artwork through the pages or anything like that. These types of notebooks I think work really well for that. Personal preference, of course. Yeah, I need to avoid cactus ghosts. If you guys watch the Planner Pals podcast, then you will understand that reference. But this guy was one of the pricier parts of this haul, so it was good to have a look at it. I'm going to put it back in here. I feel like I want to put the pen in here as well. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to keep the set complete, even though if it's all in here, I know I'm not really going to use it. So I'm going to have to find a home for it. But that, again, funnily enough, is a future me problem. So this entire set, I believe it was $79.95 on the website. Of course, if you want to grab yourself a discount, we have discount links in the description box, so you can grab yourself 10% off any of your orders at Bullet Journal. So that's always exciting. Pushing that over there, though, because we also have the Bullet Journal Pocket. Now, I was very intrigued to learn that this notebook won Notebook of the Year this year. I do not know who is awarding that. I do not know how it is decided. I think it's very interesting that this notebook won Notebook of the Year. As you can see, it comes in a set of 3. So we'll grab one of these out and have a look. I've already opened it up, but according to this, we have 80 GSM paper, not my personal favorite. It is a vertical orientation. So the idea is that you open it vertically rather than regular horizontal use of a notebook. Sticker set comes with it, 46 numbered pages, so they are quite small. Small dot grid, so we'll have to see what the size is, and perforated pages. So let's open it up, we'll have a look. All of them are the same, so we really only have to look at one of them. But each of these come with the logo on the front, the little, it's like a bronze kind of color rather than a gold on this one, which might be a little hard to see with the light, but it is a bronze color. We're going to use this one here. I say use, we're going to have a look at it. Will I use these? To be seen. So we're supposed to open these up this way, which is why all of the orientation of the inside stuff is in this direction. So the what and why logo, we've got their little QR code to take them to, I don't know, learn more or whatnot. And then regular piece of paper stuck to that inner card. I do think that it is considerate of them to have this cover cardstock stuck to a piece of paper that you're not going to use, so that you don't have to like rip apart the journal or anything like that, or not that you were going to, but like I sometimes do force separate the pages. But after this, we have the written by. So you could see on the other notebook, we didn't have any text here. It was just the lines. This time it's telling us, hey, these are notes by insert name here. Now, when we get into the pages, you can hopefully possibly see that we do have some additional dots in different places to help us divide up the pages. So rather than being along the edge, they are in the middle here, and then on these kind of, I don't know, where intersections would be if you want to divide it into thirds, both horizontally and vertically. I don't know how I like about them being in the middle of my page. They're not really big dots, so they're not super distracting, but I possibly wouldn't want them there. I don't know. Just like the last journal though, we start with intentions, and then after this you move into index. So this is also the first numbered page, so rather than numbering it on the nameplate page, we're numbering it from the index page. And you'll also see that each of these pages only gets one number. It's not like page 1, page 2. It's page 1, even though this is like a spread, or at least what I would call a spread and what the majority of people in our community would call a spread. So the page number 1 is the entire of this. Then we have the page number 2 is the entire of this. You also only get one page of index in this, which kind of makes sense because you have a much smaller notebook. Like this doesn't have 206 pages. This had what, like 46? So having one page of index does make a lot of sense to, you know, maximize the amount of space. Yes, maximize, not maximize. Anyway, so interesting choice. We have the dividers on both sides though. The dot grid doesn't line up perfectly. Which I usually I wouldn't nitpick the dot grid not lining up perfectly. But because this is intended to be used as a full page, that would irk the ever-loving heck out of me. Let's see. Question about sizing. So, including the border, what's this? The spine? It is 18.5, but if you're just going on one page, it is 9 centimeters. So 9 centimeters here, and then we start again, 9 centimeters here. So it is the same kind of size that you would have in the A5 if you don't include the trench that goes across the notebook. Which, like, if you're not including the trench, then yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter that the dot grid doesn't line up, but it literally says that you're supposed to be using it vertical orientation, and it only gives you one page number. So my assumption is that this is supposed to be used as a whole page, so it should line up better. And I know that that's really hard to do, but I am being nitpicky. Yeah, this one doesn't line up very well. Like, I've seen worse. Okay, I have seen worse lineups in notebooks. Like, I have seen full-fledged, like, you guys are not even on the same plane of existence practically. But it would be nicer if these lined up a little better. The one at the binding, like where you've got the stitching, that one lines up fairly well, but you would hope it would because this is printed on the same piece of paper. Like, that's the same piece of paper. But anywho, so going through though, we've got the little dividers. We do have paper that is thinner than my personal preference. So this one for me very much would just be taking down brief notes. I don't like using things in this orientation. It would be probably one of those things that you'd have to kind of get used to, I think, because, you know, usually I use things this way. I honestly think it would have just been nicer if they came out with a genuine pocket notebook that was in this orientation. I would have been more excited about that. Because if I want to use a pocket notebook, I want to use it because the page size is smaller. If I want to use a full A5 size, I'll just buy an A5 notebook. like I can do that. I don't mind that. I think that the compactness of it is probably good. But I would have preferred to have seen a genuine pocket notebook where the numbers are down the bottom. Doesn't really matter if the pages line up or not. Yeah, I don't know. It's not for me. I'm not the target audience here, but that's all right. What do you guys think? Is this your kind of thing, or is this like, it's not really, I don't understand. Like, do you think that you would get use out of something like this? If it was vertical orientation or whatever they were calling it, horizontal orientation, or what I'm just going to say is regular, I probably would get more use out of it. I think I'd just like it more, but it's the kind of thing that even if I decided to use it in that way, that would irk me. And then having intentions written down the side of the page would irk me. And then having a page number on every second page would irk me. And having it along the side rather than at the bottom. So, yeah, not for me. But hopefully for somebody. I mean, it won Notebook of the Year, so obviously it's somebody's cup of tea. Just not mine. Let's see. Not interested in the pocket bullet journal. Fair. I'm not the target audience for this pocket notebook. Neither. Wouldn't care where the page numbers were. I'd use it horizontally. Yeah, fair. Yeah, just squiggle face. Indeed, exactly. So, good try, close but no cigar type of a deal. But we'll put those guys back in here. I think that the set of 3 notebooks for this one, I think was like 19.95 or something like that. And I'm just like, I'd rather just buy an A5 notebook that has more pages and isn't the orientation I prefer. But get in the basket. There we go. Fabulous. So, little pocket bundle. It's for somebody. But that's a future me problem. So, moving on. Ooh, okay. Do we want to do washi tape or do we want to do journal say? Choices. I mean, I am going to take a drink. Haha. Tink, make sure that you're hydrating. So, I think that for the sake of the fact that it's literally right here beside me, we're going to do washi tape. So, we have a bunch of different collections from the washi tape shop. Some of these come in bundles, which is very exciting, and then some of them just come by themselves. So we're going to have a little snoop through. Some of these I have already started using. Some of them I haven't opened yet. So if there's parts missing, it's because I have already kind of opened it up and had a look. Now, one of the issues that we have is that for one of the sets, which is going to be the one that we start with. Now, technically speaking, these tapes do all come individually, so you don't have to buy them as part of a set. For this first one we're looking at, that is. So for this first one we're looking at, these 2 tapes come in a set with this tape, which I've already used the majority of, which is so gorgeous. I wish I hadn't used as much of it as I had, but like, oh, look at those. Look at that. It's so gorgeous, so beautiful. But I really, really liked the color palette on this, and I used it in a video that we did recently, which was all about square journal ideas, which you may or may not have seen. So effectively just looking at different layouts that you can use in a square notebook. So we've got like, the tape down the side here, and on these little waterfall tabs, I put them in there as well. And we've put them along the bottom of the page and along the bottom of the top because, yeah, it's gorgeous. Obviously, when it catches the light, it does reflect. But when I'm usually using this, when I don't have like bright overhead lights on, it literally just looks like those were drawn onto the notebook. And I love them and they're beautiful. So it comes in a set of 3, but you can also buy them individually. So if you like, really like this one, but those 2 are like, then it's like you can just get this one by itself, which is really nice. Or if you like all 3 of them, you want to save a bit of money, you can buy them as part of a bundle. So this one here, if we take off this little piece, you can see has some really beautiful kind of like peachy tone and blue floral bits, and also a couple little birds. I'm going to turn this around so you can see the little burb. Little burb. I'm not usually a fan of birds, but because it's kind of like I don't know, it's a supporting character. The florals are really the main cast. So it's quite nice. It's very pretty. And it's a really nice color palette to build off as well in terms of, using some peachy or like pale coral kind of tones and whatever. So this is gorgeous. So that's one of the set, which I did use in a video when I did my grief journaling video, which that one is a bit more niche, so you might not have seen it. But I did do a page that had these stickers, or rather this PET tape on it, just as like an example page. And then this one here, I have seen somebody do such a I can't even. It's so damn beautiful. They did such good work. They did their bullet journal setup by going through this tape and cutting around each of the butterflies individually and using them more like stickers rather than a long strip of tape. But they did such great work. It's gorgeous. Can I remember who did it? No, I cannot. But just know that it's out there and they have done beautiful work. So we have a range of different butterflies on this one, different shapes, different colors. We've also got a couple of different floral bits and pieces, usually featuring a butterfly, which is, nice, keeping it in theme. But so lovely. Oh, beautiful. I think that this would be another one that's a really nice kind of setup type theme. So you've got like a blue-green, kind of like a pale teal, and then again that kind of coral element. I wouldn't use these 2 tapes together personally because the blue is a very different blue. Like this is much more green than it is blue, whereas this one is more of like a true blue. And a similar idea with the tape that we have from before. Like the color palette of this, I wouldn't use them all together, but as a set, they are a very nice set, which you can also get individually, which is also a bonus. So, of course, with these ones, I did link them all in the description box. I've linked the full set, but just know that on the website you can find them as individual tapes if you wanted to. So that is the first collection that we have. Another one that comes as part of a set is the Urban Trek set. So this is 2 tapes in particular, which again you can purchase individually. But this one's like maps, and then this one is more like monuments kind of a deal. So if we have a look, you can see we've got like the Eiffel Tower, notably. We've got the Colosseum in Rome. I like how it comes with labels because I don't know all of these landmarks. The Manhattan Bridge. It looks like it's the type of thing that was either printed in an old newspaper or it was done on one of those thermal printers, but it's a nice thing to not have to print them out yourself. So if you're going to these places in particular, like if you're doing a little trek or a little travel journal type deal, you could use it in something like that. There's a bunch of different ones. I'm going to be able to get to Big Ben and then my arm is going to fall off. Can't go any further than that. But we do have the Arc de Triomphe as well. So they are all there. Oh, long repeat. Very large elements as well compared to some of the ones that we get in some tapes, which are a lot smaller. But wrapping that one back up, let's see. You like it, but you understand why I don't? Nah, fair. I assume you might be talking about the journal from before, possibly. Timing is hard to follow of when I see the messages versus when you guys sent them. So let's see. That's one of them. And the other one that comes in the set is map set, which again comes individually, but we're going to open this one up and show you the pieces. So the nice part about this one is that the maps are all kind of contained as little blocks. So we've got Indianapolis, which I haven't been to, but that's there. We've got this kind of a map, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what it is depicting, but it looks kind of cool. We've got another one that's actually more map-tastic. We've got a map of Stuart, I assume, because it has the word Stuart on it. A map of somewhere. A map of San Francisco. There we go. I like how grid-like that one is. It's very grid-based, but kind of interesting. So we've got a range of maps that are also in different kind of styles, I suppose. So you can see like the style of this one here isn't the same as the next one, which isn't the same as the next one. So I think that, wow, that one's quite large. I'd probably be inclined to use this as like corner decoration almost. Maybe take one of the map pieces and then like rip through it and use it in a corner. Kind of as like a backing decoration more than anything else. Let's see. Trying to put this rolled back up without it sticking to itself. And by that I mean just this end part that has the little securing sticky piece, because the rest of it is paper backed so that it doesn't stick to itself. There we go. This looks more easy. Excellent. So yeah, like background decoration. I think that would be kind of good. Make it a little bit easier. So we've got, yeah, the grid makes it very easy to navigate. Yeah, that I figure that would probably be the case. The streets in Wellington are a little bit more higgledy-piggledy. So we've got these two together, which is the Urban Trek, or they're separate, but I don't necessarily know what the names of them are. This one has decided he's leaving. Goodbye, friendo. So next set we have is the, I don't know what the actual name is. It's linked in the description, but it's something about cheeky cats. So we have a range of different kitten designs here, which are all done by the same person. I think that they are originally done as like watercolor or something like that. So you can see that they all look really, really fluffy because of it, but they are so bloody cute. I'm not, see, this is the thing. I'm not really a cat person. I'm not really an animal person. It's not cats. I don't have anything against cats specifically. So I'm not too sure how much use I'm going to get out of these, but I do think it is very cute that they're all like cats with books. So if you're a reader who likes cats, then maybe this kind of one would be for you. These ones are done as washi tape stickers, so I have to be a little bit careful pulling them off because they are kiss cut. And by that we mean like they're cut around the outside so that you can pull them off in individual pieces. I am doing a bad job of this, as you can see by that there. So that one's just coming with us, it seems. But you can see we've got a range of different little kits. So little fluff in different color. And this one's very much with the purple and green set. So they are very cute. Look at these two guys together. They're cute little faces. So that is one of them in the purple and green. And we'll again try and roll this up in a way that is easier. Wee, wee, wee. And then we've got different color combinations on the other ones. So this one is a blue and orange type colorway. Again, try and get this sticker on the end off in a way that doesn't take the stickers with it, if possible. If possible, thank you. There we go. So we've got little calico kit and little kit friends. This guy's just like, hands off my books. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, you got the new lace tapes. They look really cool. And I'm glad that you could nab some savings. Yay. This guy looks a little suspicious. I don't know what he's done, but it looks a little odd. It looks like his tail isn't actually his and he's holding somebody else's tail. I like how over-exaggerated their whiskers are too. I think they're quite cute. So these guys are pretty cute as well. The orange and blue colorway. And I think that like, okay, so when I do my journaling, I do typically like to use a very cohesive color palette, maybe with like 5 colors max kind of a deal. And of those 5 colors, usually at least 2 of them are quite similar in, I don't know, hue at least. So like 2 of them are like blue or something. When it comes to this tape set, obviously with each of the individual rolls, we do have different colorways. So like we had the green and purple, we have the blue and orange. This one's a green and orange, and this one is an orange and yellow, or like a pink, orange and yellow. But because the art style is the same, I would still feel very comfortable using all of these together because the cats themselves and the way that things are drawn and everything like that, that looks the same. That would be like the cohesive element, if that makes sense. So continuing on, making sure that I don't pull up the sticker at the same time. It's almost like somebody could have prepared this better in advance, but she didn't. It's fine. We forgive her. So we've got the... So this one's got a yellow in it as well, but we've got like the yellow, orange, and green. This guy, he's so cute, so fluffy. I do like how fluffy she's managed to make them look just by the style that she uses in terms of actually getting them, I don't know, I'm going to say onto paper because I assume that she paints them on paper and then digitizes them or something like that, but they are very cute. So one more in this set. So you can see this one is a set of 4 and each of those are done as stickers rather than just straight tapes, which is nice. So it makes it very easy to use. I love washi stickers. I love washi stickers on rolls because you get so many of them because the repeat is like, you have a set like length for the repeat, but then the actual length of the tape is really long as well. And it just makes it really easy to do decoration throughout a number of pages of layouts. I use these kind of things in my reading journal in particular, not cats, but like this would be great for a reading journal with all of the little books. Again, if you're a cat person, let me know. Are you a cat person? That's the question of the day. Are you a cat person? You are also allowed to say, I am a cat person, but I'm also a dog person. You're allowed to say, I'm not a cat person, but I'm a dog person. And if you're like me, you can say, I am not an animal person, which is always interesting when I get tapes that have animals on them because I'm just like, not my aesthetic. But you have 4 cats. Yeah, I think it's probably safe to say that you're a cat person. Let's see. You're a pet sitter, so you're an equal animal person. Fair. You love all animals. You have 2 cats, so a big cat person. Nice. That's the thing. I can appreciate how cute animals are from a distance. Like when they're not in my space. All good. Look at how cute these cats are. This guy, so cute. This one, so cute. But let's see. We've got the pink and orange and yellow. Yeah. You're a happy cat and dog auntie. Yeah, fair, fair. I prefer my space to be animal free. I don't see myself owning a pet anytime soon slash ever. Um, but I also do prefer to not be near animals of other people as well. Like if I go over to somebody's house and they have animals, I will just stay away from the animal. If there's the possibility of the animal being in a different room to me, that would be great. But so that is the little cutie kittens and books. Love them. Right, put them to the side so that we can look at this guy here. This one is another one that's a black and white tape. So it's like a black and white, mainly florals, but also some stamps and stuff like this. So you can cut out the individual elements. They're not kiss cut like the washi stickers from before, but we've got a range of different designs. So like, I don't know, is that a peach? I'm going to call it a peach. Peaches, florals, little bits of text. It's kind of vintagey kind of looking, but like a certain era of vintage, I suppose. So, bunch of different designs on that one. A very long repeat. So we'll roll that one back up again. Whee! That is going to be the new way that I roll up tape. It's so much easier. You're a cat person who's allergic to cats. No! And you're allergic to dogs. Aw, I'm sad to hear that. It's the kind of thing like, if I was allergic to animals, no harm, no foul, because I don't really spend a lot of time with animals. But when people who love animals are allergic to animals, that's always a bummer. It's like your body is trolling you. So let's see. This guy here is, I think it's called like a Radiant Mosaic or something like that set. But this one I was very attracted to, mainly probably because of the punchy color palette, and it just like looks cohesive. I mean, it is only one tape, but I love all of the different elements we have on this one. So you can see like the very, I don't know how to describe the artistry on this or the artistic style, but I just love it. I think that it looks really cool. So we have a lot of symmetry in a lot of the elements, and we've got the really kind of like set color palette on it, which goes through the entire of the tape with the little bits of foiling. You can maybe see like slight highlights there without me showing off my lights too much, but it looks cool. Makes you think of Midsummer. I just watched that. I really enjoyed it. Because I saw Hereditary first and I was expecting it to be like super, super scary. And thankfully it wasn't. So if you're into horror movies that aren't quite so horrific or like quite so scary, it's not too bad of one. At least by my opinion, at least. You would hate your house, your fur babies think everyone is their bestie. Yeah. I might politely decline to come over to your house, eh? Like, we can meet for coffee somewhere else. Yeah. This is cool though. I really like this. I would really like to do a setup with this. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But that is another tape that we got. Whee! Whee! Excellent. Alrighty. And then now in the same haul, we also had the Year of the Dragon tape, which we've already seen before, because we have what's the word? We've already used it. We already used it. We used it in, I don't know, February. You didn't see how long I've been holding on to some of these things for and just like politely neglecting them. I'm really good like that. Does anybody else do this? You get a package, like, you order something online, yep, very excited, and then you get the package and then you just let the package sit on your desk for many, many days and kind of just put off opening it. No, just me. I know it's not just me, but this one here is what I'm just going to call the scientist set. So you can see, look who it is, friendo. So this one I was quite excited about only because I used to be a science teacher. I haven't even opened it, even though I'm excited about it. I have no idea how I'm going to use it. I don't care though. I thought it was cool. So yeah, you open it, but you don't necessarily use it. I know, right? I do have a tendency to at least open the box to have a look in to make sure that everything's there, but I don't necessarily open up the elements in themselves. So this one is another one that's a washi tape sticker set. So each of these ones are kiss cut. If we can get the tape off so we can see the designs, please. Thank you. So there we go. I just like that we've got like a combination of obviously like a force diagram and just little equations, and then our little science bros, uh, calculations, squiggle bits, Archimedes, little pi circle. That's cool. Pythagoras, Eureka. So just it's just cool. So we're gonna put this one here, so we can kind of put that there. Do not hurt my background. And we've got another one here. Let's see if I can figure out how to open this one. For me, it's always tricky figuring out which direction to open it in to make sure that I'm opening it so that it will roll. So this one here, let's see. More science bros, little elemental blocks, little like chemical symbols and stuff, chemical structures. It would be interesting to go through and check to see that the science is right. I'm not going to, but it'd be interesting. Monica is not a cats person, so Monica won't be using the cats one. She likes her doggo. Her doggo is cute. Her doggo is called Kira. Again, for me, cute from a distance. I like this one just says math. Mathematique. So we've got little expanded equation, little hand, somebody who's just really into graphs, heart. So I don't know how I'm going to use this, but I think it's really cool. I love it so much. Oh dear. Yeah, like doodles on the maths notebook kind of thing, but then also little equations and stuff like this, and it's very sweet. I think it's interesting that we obviously have our different scientists and such, but they're all in a slightly different style, so they don't necessarily end up as cohesive as they could be, but it's still cool, and I'll still figure out somewhere to use it. But flip this guy over, roll our baby back up. Whee! Whee! So of the tapes we looked at, from the washi tape shop in particular, because we're going to have a look at some more tapes, which set is your favorite? Which one is like, yes, if I had to pick one, if I was going to come over to Jess's house in the dead of night, steal something from her stash, in particular, the things that she got as part of this haul, which one are you stealing? It's all right if it's one you already own. I just want to know which one it is that you are like, yes, that's the one I love. Now, if we need a little recap, obviously we had the Science Bros tape. So that was one set, Science Bros. We also had the Cheeky Cats. So Kittens and Books. That was another set that we had. They're all going to start rolling away. We had this set, which is half cut up. So this is called like Ethereal Florals or something like that. So that was a set. We also had Urban Trek, which is the maps and the landmarks. Whatever the heck this one was, I think it was like called Mosaic Radiance or something like that. The names of the tapes always are intriguing to me. I don't necessarily remember them very well from that. And then also these ones with the black and white florals. These ones I have tried to link in the description box, either in their sets or if they're an individual tape. But let's see, what do we reckon? The science one, the punchy one, love punchy ones. Heck yes. The bright one, the one with the maps, the cats, yep. The cats, I can see like a lot of people who like animal lovers, they could be very into that. Let's see, the black and white florals or the mosaics, nice. Steal one from each set, yeah, just like oh my gosh, no, I need to keep them together. I need to go through my washi drawers again and do a big organization. I think that like there's gonna have to be some decluttering, and there's gonna have to be some just like figuring out where I can store things, because oh my gosh, things are messy. I used to only have 2 drawers for my washi tapes, and then it's like, okay, this isn't working anymore. So I expanded it to 3 drawers, one of them just being for PET tapes. And then I filled all those up. So all of those tapes that we just looked at can't go in the drawers because there is no space for them. 0 space. And you know the best part is we have more tapes to look at. So in this part of the haul, this is the box that I got from Journal Say. I don't talk about Journal Say enough, honestly, because I actually do use a lot of their products. I mainly use them in my reading journal. Uh, so I kind of went on this like big vintage stationery binge, I suppose. Last time that Journal Say reached out and said, "Hey, we'd like to send you some stuff," I got so many things that were very like neutral color palette, craft paper tones, browns, beiges, that kind of thing. So this time I was like, okay, I need to maybe not get that color palette specifically. Maybe we could try and find some things that are in a bit of a different colorway. So I went a bit more punchy with these ones, a little bit more colorful, or higher contrast with like black and stuff like that. So let's have a look. I'm not going to be able to keep this box here. You can see that I've already kind of gone through and tried to organize this one a bit. So one of them is this sticker book, which we will have a look at. And then I really just want to show you the box itself, and then I'll move it to the side. So we've got the paper here, and then we've just got all of the goodies. Of course, they didn't come neatly arranged like this. They just came like in the box. So I've gone through and like put all the tapes at the bottom and then stacked up all the papers and stuff like that. And we've got some more washi tape there, but we're going to move the box to the side and we're going to have a look through these because there's lots of goodies to explore. Now, gently move over to the side, please, friendo. There we go. Let's see. We'll start with the sticker book because it's on top, so why not? I'm not really a sticker person usually, but I liked the way that the different elements in this one kind of work together. Now, I will say, I don't know if it's just my version of this sticker book or if it's every version of this sticker book, but the back page of this one doesn't look like it matches, and I don't know if it's supposed to be there. It's fine. I don't mind bonuses. So this one has a range of different ones. Like it has these ones which are on like kind of transparent paper, so very like dark, kind of gothic, noir, whatever. I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but you can have a look at them. So we've got a range of different stickers here. Now, as we go through, you will notice that some of them are missing because I've already started using some of them. I'll point out the ones that are missing though, so that you're like get a better feel for what we've got in this set in particular. So this one here is missing. This one had like a rose and a stack of books, I think. So it's just really pretty. And it's this kind of thing like I'm not usually into this style, but recently I've been kind of a bit more into this style. I think that it just looks really cool. So yeah, like a dark academia kind of vibes. I'm never really good with the idea of the dark academia versus light academia because I feel like I'm not very good at like picking it out of a lineup. So I usually avoid the terminology. But if you're going to call it that, I will call it that. These ones aren't on the transparent paper anymore. These ones are on white back. I do also just love like the random words. I'm not going to use those, but it's cool. So a bunch of these ones here. Sadness. Bulk. Yeah, I'm not going to use that one, but it's cool. Key 4, because that's not a B, and flower, and yeah, like the actual pictures, beautiful. The words, and not so much, but I'm not going to use those, so it doesn't really matter. Ending. Now, these ones I thought were really, really cool. So these are just like strips of tape effectively, and you can see that some of them I have already gone and used. I think these would be bloody brilliant if you were doing waterfall tabs or like waterfall Dutch doors because they're all just like really, really gorgeous. So I've used those two. I've also used the two here. And then we get into like frames and dots and such. And we've got a couple of those. 1, 2, 3. And then this last one I just feel like isn't really supposed to be here because it doesn't really match the rest of it, but like it's cool. I don't mind. So the translator meant well. Yeah. There's a lot of very, very pretty things in here, but I have already started using it. Do you guys want a spoiler? It's like a sneak peek, I suppose. So if you don't want a sneak peek, you can just close your eyes. This is my journal that I'm setting up for the second half of the year, and this is where I've started using some of those pieces. So as we go through, you'll kind of see some of the ones that I've been using, but like we've got a set of stickers in the stash that I've used here, but then those are the tapes that I've been using and such. So this one's also part of the set that we're going to have a look at in a second. But anywho, that's spoilers though. Put that away. All right, if you had your eyes closed, you can unclose your eyes now. Let's see. So next set we have were... Yeah, black is like my favorite color, right? Like, well, purple technically is my favorite color, but black is what I do for like all of my clothes and everything. So following on with that idea of just wanting things that were in black, I also got this little set of tapes because it was a little bit cheerleader effect, but I have already started using it, so I feel slightly justified in it. Some of them don't really seem to match quite as well, like this pink one that has like the, I don't know, maths and science symbols on it. Not so much, but I quite like the last set that I got in this type. It wasn't this one. It was one that was kind of like the browns, beiges, that kind of thing. And I've been using that in my reading journal quite a lot, so I thought it'd be nice to have a set that was darker, I suppose. So we've got like some thin tapes, ones that are a bit more regular size, a couple that are a bit thicker and such. But this will be fun to just play around with and use in my journal in different ways. Now, can we get it back in? There we go. So that was another item. Then I got a bucket load of paper packs and little sticker set things. So we'll grab all of those out. We're not going to look through every single one of these in quite as much detail, just because like there's a lot of pages in them. But these ones here are all just like paper packs. And then these ones are more like little kind of sticker books and such. So we'll put the sticker books to the side, have a look at these ones. But I thought that these kind of papers would be really good to just like tear up and use as larger pieces of decoration in different sections in my journal. Now I want macaroons. That's problematic. We shouldn't have looked at this. So in these sets, you get 2 of each design. And they're all just on regular paper. They're a little less punchy than I'd probably like, but that's also kind of good in a way for like if I'm using them as background paper, you don't want them to be too punchy. But there's a lot of different options in these in terms of like shoes. That looks kind of cute. Little parasol umbrella type deal. I just thought that they were really nice. So this one is the black kind of colorway. So a lot of darker, kind of maybe some slight pink tones or some oranges or whatnot. So that was one of them. And then we got one that's more of a kind of like purples and blues type deal. So it looks like a jellyfish, but it's like kind of half jellyfish, half umbrella. But it's cute. I don't mind it. Yes. Lots of nice things to do to rip up and stick into corners and all of that kind of thing. So I was thinking that maybe for my next reading journal, instead of going with the browns and beiges, I maybe do like... I don't want to expand the palette too much because I really do like how cohesive my reading journal is, but I was thinking possibly we could expand to a bit more colorways like this or something, or I could just use them in my regular journal. I'm not sure yet. We have more of a true blue kind of a thing, so taking a quick look at those ones. This fish looks pissed off. And, last dandelion of the season. Put that away. Put that away. And we've got green and then pink. So, green, more dandelions, musical instruments, whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to need to have like a proper look through. They do a good job of actually kind of showing you more of what is in each pack, I think, on the website. I think maybe there's kind of a bit of a little swatch on the back to really show you what all of the different designs are, which is kind of nice. Have a good day. I think I will. Thank you, Alice's Illusion. And then we've also got the last one from the Alice's Illusion set. So when you go on the website, with a lot of the pieces that they have at Journal Say, they have effectively like one listing, which then has a bunch of different color options. So that's what I did for a lot of the purchases that I made through Journal Say, is like I found one kind of product that I liked and then bought them in a bunch of different colors. So this one's that kind of like pink red kind of tones, more red than anything else. And then we've also got like, the green, the purple, the blue, and stuff that we already looked at. So lots of good options here. I think that they are very pretty, and I'm very excited to get in and use them. And also the paper is fairly thin, so I think it won't add like too much bulk to my journal. I mean, it will certainly add bulk because if you add quite a lot of, stuck in elements, that tends to happen, but good potential to not add too much. So the next one we have are these guys, which are little sticker books in, again, a range of different colorways. So grab me some purple. I tried to make it so that as I was going through, I did not get too many different colors. I kind of like, for every item that I got, I tried to pick the same kind of colors unless the designs in that color looked a little silly. So, this would be like the kind of pink red kind of color, and then the green one. Obviously I got a blue for this one, but then like the purple, if that kind of makes sense. It depended on what piece in particular I was getting. But for instance, like this is a purple set, so I got the purple here. There's the pink one. That's a pink one. It's kind of a red thing. This is a bit more green. Like, obviously, these are other items I got. You can see that this is where I got the majority of my stuff. So while from the washi tape shop and from Bullet Journal and Tom's Studio, those are more like one item, higher price point. This one is like lower price point, lots of items. So if you're looking to get yourself a bargain and a bunch of supplies, then like Journal Say is not a bad spot to hit up, honestly. But putting these guys to the side because we were trying to look at something else before we were so rudely interrupted by my distractedness. Go away, go away, go away. So in terms of these little sticker books, these ones are PET stickers. I might need a piece of paper to put behind them so you can kind of see them a little bit better. Or I can just kind of hold them up so you can see our little people and such. I'm not usually a fan of putting people in my journal all that often, but something that I thought was really cool has been looking at Perceived Grace, or Cyan is her name, and she does reading journal setups that do have little people in them, and they just look really cool. So I was like, maybe I can get behind that if I have some little people. So we have, purple, obviously, with blue in the back as well. So we've got a couple different color sets in here, which is cool. And then we've effectively got like same style, different colorways. So we've got the ones in the pink red kind of thing. So pinks and reds. Little people. Oh, it's nice to see an older lady in here too, along with a small person. There we go. So a bunch of different designs here. Just look pretty cute. Then we've got the same thing but in pinks. Oof, I want pastel pink hair. That's cool. So frilly dress, very cute. Probably again what like doubt kills more dreams. Yes. And some other ones, little bits of text that I probably won't use. And the green and teal kind of colorway. So we've got teal at the back, which that is not doubled up. It's actually separate. I know it's very hard to see these, but hopefully you can kind of get the vibes. Yeah? The vibes, the vibes, the vibes. So stickers, papers, washi tapes. Now, when it came to actual tapes, we'll get those ones out next because I got like a decent set of them. We've got these ones here, which are like little landscapes. I'm gonna not unroll these ones just because I feel like you get a better picture of what they actually look like on the website itself. Some of them I'll unroll for you just so you can kind of get what it is, but these ones probably not so much. But you can see like this one's a landscape on a PET, so I think this would be really cool to run along the bottom of a page. So we have this one, which is kind of like a misty mountain kind of vibe. And then we've got this one, which is more of like a green fields with mountains. So it's like maybe similar region, different time of day, which is looking pretty cool. I thought that was pretty interesting. I hadn't seen this kind of thing before. And then this one, which is more like a snowy kind of landscape. So we've got very like, glacial type thing with all the snow on the trees and little foresty moment, which is pretty cool. And then this one is like autumn fields, orange leaves, little house, little mountains in the background. So I hadn't seen anything like this before, so I was like, I feel like I need this. So those were some of the ones that I got. I also nabbed some just kind of like regular wider tapes. So this one being little snowflakes in a kind of iridescent color on a pale purple, and then this one being more of like a astrology kind of vibes. Astronomy, astrology, both, I suppose. Star charts, uh, with all of the stars, and again with like the kind of iridescent shine on it, which is very pretty. So love a little celestial moment. Those ones are pretty cute too. So those were those, and then I know I said I wasn't gonna get beige, but I saw some and I needed them. So I got this one here, which is it's like ingredients and recipes. So it's like rolls, hot, and then scones, and I don't know, Sally Loons, whatever that is, but it's got like an ingredient list and then a method list, and I just thought that was kind of cute. I'm probably just gonna rip this one up and put it into kind of like, reading journal background kind of stuff, but I thought it was kind of cool. And that one's paperbacked as well, it seems. So nice and thin. So that was one of them. And this one here I already have and I love it. So this is a map washi tape. So I got some more map washi tape, which I again read in my reading journal, use in my reading journal quite often. It's nice to just like when you find tapes that just work and you just get heaps of them. This one was cool because it is like old newspaper kind of things, but it's just done a little bit nicer than some of the previous old newspaper styles that I've seen. So I did use this in my new journal setup, which is why it's already kind of opened. But that one was a good one. I like that. Are you a music teacher? No, I am not. But are they real recipes? Possibly. I haven't tried to follow any of them. Sally Luna's a bread. Alrighty. Okay. And then this one was a script kind of washi that was I like script washies which are a little bit harder to read. Like you can kind of make out what the words are in this, but they would blend into the background fairly well, I thought. So I figured I'd just get this one as well, which I haven't gone through and really tried to read any of them, but that one's another one that is a paperbacked tape, which I'm not going to open, but it looks pretty cute. I thought I'd give that one a go. So I did have to get a couple neutrals. So those are my little neutral moments. Then we have just like a mixed bag of other things. So if we grab out these ones in particular, because these are both butterfly tapes. Oh wait, three butterfly tapes. You can see I got a purple butterflies and a black butterflies and a blue butterflies. Again, I was trying not to get too many colors, so I was like, oh well, I've got black papers, purple papers, and blue papers, so I'll get them in the butterflies as well, so that then you can kind of like do both of them. I think that these ones must be some kind of sticker moment because I can see the kiss cut line. Might be a little hard to see on the stream, but they are definitely kiss cut. So that'll be nice for being able to actually go through and utilize those. I'm gonna open up the purple one and show you what the roll kind of looks like. I don't want to open up every single one of them because that will take me a hot minute, but we can at least open up one of these. I will say that I was very excited when Journal Say wanted to send me another package because I really enjoyed the stuff that I got from them the first time. So it was nice to have them reach out again. But I just thought this time I'd get things that are a little different. So we've got the beautiful butterflies with the florally bits. They're like a lot more kind of decorated and ornate than the butterflies that we had in the last tape that we looked at. The one from the washi tape shop, which is a little bit more kind of like realistic. I suppose these ones are very decorative kind of a thing, but I really like them. I thought they were really pretty. So we can roll that one up. I will say that when you buy the ones from the washi tape shop in particular, you get a lot more on a roll than you do from Journal Say. But like, and this is not a criticism because I love that the washi tape shop gives you as much as they do, but it also comes at a higher price point and there's like, sometimes that is a bit restrictive. These ones are at a much lower price point, but you get less tape. But also I'm not necessarily sad about it because when I use my tapes, oftentimes I use them for like one setup, especially these more decorative ones. I use them for one setup and then I have heaps left over. Now, that wasn't, oddly enough, the case with this set from the washi tape shop. I do have some left over, you can see, but I set up like 50 pages using the exact same tape, which is not usually what I would do. I'd usually use it for like a start of journal setup or a month or like whatever, and then have a lot left over. So I'm not sad that there's not as much tape on these, and I'm happy that it's at a lower price point. So, other ones that we have ones that are like shop front designs. So a little purple shop front and a blue shop front. I thought that they were quite cute. We also have a green shop front ones. And I think I got red shop front ones, which I do not know when I'm going to need to use ones that have little shops, but I just thought that they were really cool. So these ones aren't kiss cut, they are just a tape. We're going to open up the blue one this time and have a look at it. So you can see the kind of designs. Now, the actual designs on these tapes, along with the butterflies as well, they're not exactly the same on each of them. It's not like in showing them to you, you're like, okay, yeah, they're all exactly the same, but in a different color. The actual shops themselves are slightly different. But again, the actual listing pictures online show a pretty decent representation of what they look like, which is quite helpful. I like it when they give you a breakdown of what to expect in your tape. I know the washi tape shop does that really well. They show you the kind of like complete repeat or like whole roll through, which is nice. So in terms of our shop fronts in blue though, you'll see that we've got a couple different ones, one with a bicycle, but the main colorway is blue, which is nice because then you can match it with some blue pens and whatever, make a more cohesive setup, all of that type thing. How many shop fronts do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from what I can see, because this guy is the same as that one. So 6 shops, but so cute. I know I need to find another word than cute because I use it too often. If you wanted to stay hydrated, you could turn this into a take a swig every time Jess says cute, but make sure that it's water, not something else. Tink. With like shopping list or recipes, yeah, that'd be quite cute because then you have like your little shops and then the things you need to buy and stuff like this. So we had a couple of tapes here that are a bit more I don't know what the word is. Can you see what I mean though with the shiny bits? They've got that like the shiny bits on top that are like little geometric-y pieces of shiny stuff. It's hard to explain, but hopefully you can see what I mean. This one I am going to open up for you and we can take a look at it. I do appreciate that they come with a backing on them, but it is sometimes hard to get the first part of the tape off. So you guys sit over here. This one is like what I'm just going to call magic bottles, effectively. Look at that. So beautiful. Foil tapes, holographic results. Alrighty. Look at them. They're so cool. I love them. But I thought that these were just really, really pretty. And they'd be such a like a cool theme for a setup. Like just magic vials type deal. So we've got some smaller pieces, some larger pieces. Most of them are the larger designs though, which are just so intricate and beautiful, and I had to have them. So in terms of the repeat on this one, this guy and this guy are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But they're just the color on this is so beautifully vibrant, which I very much appreciate because sometimes that's something that you kind of sacrifice in getting cheaper materials. Like, for instance, the papers that we looked at before, they're really nice. They're a little bit more washed out, but it's also really good for backing paper, like background paper where you don't want it to be too punchy. These guys, beautifully vibrant, beautifully punchy, very good for more like feature decoration, if that makes sense. So that one, gorge. Love it. And then we have this one, which is like a purple fantasy books, I'm pretty sure. Let's go have a look. Yeah, like Halloween setup options. Yeah, it would be nice to have as an option for your Halloween setup that isn't I don't know, in the typical colorways of like black, purple, orange kind of a thing. These guys are books though. So you can see same iridescence kind of bits and pieces on them. But they're all like magical books, magical stories. Rolling is hard. A little lantern on it. There we go. Pen and ink. So where you would typically have like, I don't know, gold gilding or whatever, and even over the other parts of the image in some respects, we do have that foiling. While I do like how beautifully shiny it is, I would kind of almost prefer that it didn't have that iridescence on it, but I do think that these designs are really gorgeous. So, a lot of very pretty elements in this one as well. Love it. And again, very vibrant, punchy, which I appreciate. And then the last one for this part, I mean, it's not the last one in general, we still have plenty of stuff in the box, but this one here is, I think, keys, because I also like intricate keys. I think that they look really cool as well. Most of this is just like, yeah, Jess thought this looked cool, so she chucked it, like, add to cart. Add to cart. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna put that on the side here, so it's out of the way. But this one is all about, like, intricate keys, like you can see here. And then also, like, I don't know, dip pens almost. I don't know what they are. That looks like a magic staff. So just magic stuff, honestly. Everything's magic. So beautiful. So beautiful. Alrighty. So that was another item that I felt compelled to add to cart. So I got I feel like a decent range in terms of the tapes that I did get, because obviously we had the little landscapes, and we had the more punchy kind of decorative ones that we had here, and the shop fronts, and then those kind of like beigey toned ones. We do have a couple more tapes, and then we're on to more like stickers. So these ones here are again just a tape, but they're tapes with individual designs, so you'd probably want to cut them out. And these one, well, this one in particular, felt kind of witchy vibes in a way. Kind of witchy vibes. There we go. Open that up. You can see me not being able to figure out which end of the tape is what. So we've got pumpkin and books and some kind of like a vase element, book pages, witch's hat, lantern, other bits and pieces. Hopefully you can understand why I was calling it kind of witchy vibes. I don't know where the repeat is. I think we've gotten to it now. There we go. So I thought these were pretty cute. Are all of these tapes and stickers from the washi tape shop? All of the ones we're looking at here, all of this, and the papers we looked at before, and the little sticker books, they're all from Journal Say. If that helps. Which is another one that we, funnily enough, have a discount code for, because, we love savings. So, yeah, like the kind of witchy vibes has a witch's hat. Exactly. That's literally it. Like everything else, it could just be like, I don't know, weird looking cottagecore or something. But yeah, it's got a hat that's witchy, and it's got a broom, so that feels witchy. So that was one of them. The other one I feel like is more like naturist, I suppose. I don't know. I need to figure out which way I'm supposed to open this. I'm going to open it the wrong way for sure. Oh well. I try. These ones in particular, the adhesive that they use, or the masking tape that they use at Journal Say to secure their tapes together, is very sticky. It sticks it down very well. Like, yay, streaming after the workday. Well, I'm happy to be part of your after work experience. Yeah, no, this was an impromptu decision. It was like, I've got all of these goods that I'd like to show off to people, because people have been asking like, oh, did your order from blah, blah, blah come in and stuff? And I'm like, okay, yep, sure. Let's have a look at them together. So this one is a different set. You can see that that's like the full length of our repeat here, because this guy is a repeat of this one on the end. But we've got some like botanical moments, a little chest, I don't know, lantern, candelabra, whatever pieces. I don't know. I just thought it looked cool, so I put that one on the order as well. I don't know how or where I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna have to probably use it in combination with something else, but I thought it was pretty cute. I think of the 2, I probably prefer this one, but it also does have purple in it, so that's also, yeah, gonna be something that sways my decision making. So, it looks perfect for the reading journal. I could possibly use it in the reading journal. I mean, my reading journal doesn't have a lot of green in it at the moment. It's very much more just beigey tones, but I could possibly sneak it in there somewhere. I mean, I say it's just beigey tones. I also stick in the covers of the books that I'm reading, so these ones is just come on. These two are just a roll of tape, so you'd have to cut the designs out yourself, which is a little unfortunate. Similar idea with the PT ones here and the storefronts. Like these are all ones that you'd have to cut out yourself if you wanted to cut out individual elements. But these guys were stickers, little kiss cut sticker moments. So, yeah, these ones have a little bit more admin, but beautifully punchy colors, which I really, really like. So, moving our tapes to the side so that we can have a look at some other elements that we have in this box, because this box was very full, like of the items we got, right? So the Tom Studio pen, that one was the most expensive item in terms of individual item. And in terms of individual order, I suppose it was also kind of the most expensive because the things from the washi tape shop all came together, but they were cheaper. And the things from Bullet Journal didn't come together, but even if you add them together, they're cheaper. This entire box of stuff, like the one that we're looking through here, all of these was after, because they're constantly having a sale, I swear, but after discounts, that was like $100 all up. But we also haven't finished looking at them, so we need to keep looking at them. I'm trying to get all of this stuff out of the way so I can get this stuff out of the box. But let's see. You're late. Oh, I'm sorry that you're sad that you were late, but I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, and actually being able to catch a live. Yeah, I know we don't usually do live streams at this time of the day, eh? So it's nice that people can jump in. So we have a bunch of different bits and pieces here. I'm gonna try and lightly organize them because obviously some of them are from a very similar set or effectively the same listed item in different colorways, whereas other ones are not so much. But we've got some teacuppy bits and lantern, windows. I like the windows and doors, so I tried to get them in the same colorway for both of those. So it's like the pink doors and the pink windows, and then the purple doors and the purple windows. But we'll put them the other way around because doors and windows. Teacups. This one was like an under the sea kind of thing, which I thought was kind of cute. And then we have some little packet ones, which these ones I've kind of already opened. This one in particular I was using in my start of journal setup, so I'll show you those ones. But this set is effectively like little moons with florals. So you can see the design range that we've got on the back here, which is awesome. And then if we open it up carefully, because they're going to go everywhere, you can see what they kind of look like. So they're PT stickers, which are all individually cut, and we get 2 of every design. I only have 1 of this one because I already used one. Got another one here. But I just thought that they were so beautiful, and I just loved them. We only have 1 fox though. So, well, I mean, we've got 2 of the same fox, but I thought it was interesting that we have a fox design, but we only have him once. Her, them, fox. But it's all good. So, lots of different options. Very, very beautiful. Nice quality of black, which I really appreciated. I like a punchy black. So, those were gorgeous. That was 1. The Under the Moon Garden moon and plant stickers. Very good. Then we got these ones here, which are all part of the same kind of range, I suppose. I love that the lettering style on the bottom looks really creepy. Like Dark Night fluorescent bottle, candlelight in the dark night, oil lamp in dark night, and dark night street lamp. So the dark night street lamp ones in particular, no, not those ones. I must have used the oil lamp so far. So this one in particular I have used, but you can see the individual designs that we have on these. Yeah, anything that has dark in the title, I know, right? It looks cute. I love it. We've got like another oil lamp kind of moment here. So I have used these ones in my journal so far because I thought that they were really, really pretty. So flipping over, we can again see the designs because it's just a little bit easier to appreciate what we have. But you only get one of each of these. I mean, say only, it's still 10 stickers. Like, that's decent. So we've got those ones here. And then this one is the street lamp designs. So you can see the range that we've got here. So like two of kind of what I would consider like each kind of color family. So like two orangey ones, two green ones, pink, purple, blue, and then on the end we've got like, I don't know, bit of a combination. Maybe there's like the white ones there, but gorgeous. So this one is quite cute as well. I'm gonna open this one up, I think. So just rip them off the backing, but it's cool. It's fine. I haven't opened these up all of them up because I want to figure out how I'm going to organize these because I don't really want to keep them in their individual packages, but I don't have appropriate sticker storage yet. So we have little butterflies in a bottle, which is quite cool. I'm really trying not to say cute too many times here. Little iridescent bottle moment here as well. But I loved the color range on these, and I loved how they make very nice feature pieces, I feel. And I think that is special. I don't have a lot of good like feature piece stickers. This one is kind of like an under the sea moment with the jellyfish. You put all your stickers in Ziplocs. Yeah, I'm tempted to do something like that. I do have one of the sticker binders from Archer and Olive coming, so I'm like, maybe I can organize some of them into there. This one's a little like castle in a bottle. So that'd be kind of like a fairy tale moment type thing. Would be kind of cute. Iridescent bottle moment is a good quote. Nice. Oh, so cute. I love that. Yeah, Mark did a video about his sticker storage. I don't know if his sticker solution is going to be as viable for me. I'm not too sure because, like, realistically, I don't really want to have too many stickers. I would like to use them more than hoard them. So I'm like, do you need storage if you're going to be using them? Look at that! Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm going to die. But I know I said we weren't going to go through all of them. We're going through all of these ones because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And this one has a whale. Wale. How are you going to fit in there? Notably, you don't, but very, very cute. So, enabled mode activated. Yes. Like, I'm not here to enable. I'm just here to share. But if you wanted to grab something, I would not recommend it. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with these. I think that it's one of those things that I can see my style in terms of my journaling and what I'm kind of more drawn to at the moment is kind of changing up a little bit. Because previously, when I would do my journaling, I kind of avoided using tapes, stickers, that kind of thing, because I really wanted to, when I was presenting my themes and whatever to the good folks of the internet, I wanted to make it so that then they could really do it themselves too with whatever supplies they had at home, which you can't necessarily do if you don't have the stickers. Like if I'm using stickers, if this is the set of stickers I'm using to recreate the theme in full, you kind of need the set of stickers. So I was kind of avoiding it, but I'm very much in more of a sticker mood at the moment. And I've really enjoyed doing my journal setup. Again, if you don't want spoilers, just close your eyes. Okay, so having a look at this, like, there's my little sticker from before and putting in some washi and stuff like that, and just having a little bit of fun with it. This one from the little moon stickers that we had before. Again, spoilers, put that away. But it's been kind of nice letting myself explore that style that I haven't really used that much before. Tink. So. Oh, thank you, Emily. I'm glad you like the setup. So, more stickers. These ones I have opened up, and we're not going to do a big zoom in of them, so we might leave them till we've kind of cleared up the rest of the space and I can kind of spread them out and show you a little bit. So, these ones were more like a couple steampunky kind of options, and then ones that are a bit more fall vibes. So put those to the side. What next? See, the problem is that all of these ones are like in packets. We're going to just order them like this. This is the unofficial order. Very unceremoniously done. So these ones here, I don't think they're stickers. I think they're just paper. But they're like borders and frames effectively. And I just thought that they were kind of cute and intricate. We're going to open up the green one and have a look at that because you can see I got blue, black, pink, and then this green one. And I feel like we haven't had a look at a green one yet. So you keep a binder for your sticker sheets, then you fill it up when you got a desk drawer, and then you fill it up. Oh no. Yeah. That's exactly like me and my washi tape. It's like, okay, you have one drawer. Okay, now you have two drawers. Okay, now you have more. So these ones are just little paper pieces that you can stick in your journal. Like you'd need to adhesivize them, whatever. You need to put adhesive on them yourself. And I believe we have 2 of each design. So I thought that they were just kind of cute, kind of intricate. I have no idea how I'm going to use them, but I think that they're very pretty. We have a couple of frame moments as well, which you can see, which is quite cute. So a couple of those, little circular frame as well. So 2 of the circular frame, we'll put those on top of each other. And little corner pieces, a couple more circular frames. Well, circular, but also square. So I just I thought that the intricacy of them was really cute. Bloody cute. Everything's cute, but beautiful. There we go. I thought they were beautiful. But I wanted to have a couple of different colorways for them. No idea how I'm going to use them, but they're pretty gorgeous. So we can put those ones to the side. So I got green, pink, blue, and black for those because I thought that those ones were the best. And I was again trying to make sure I didn't go too crazy with the bigger ranges of color. I thought that I could use them probably in an individual setup. I'm not too sure what kind of a setup it would be, like what kind of theme it would be for, but there we go. So those 4 here. I'll probably store them all together because I think it would make a little bit more sense to do that. And then the next ones we had, these ones are again ones that have the iridescence on them, but I kind of wish that they didn't because it would just be easier to see the designs a bit better. Now I can't show you all of the range because there's no picture on the back, but we are going to pick the yellow one because we haven't done yellow. So we've got purple, we've got a red, and then this is the yellow, and these are called Glazed Night, I guess. That's an interesting name. A lot of them have interesting names. I need a dream box. Oh, the dream boxes look pretty damn cool. I mean, I don't think it would work in my office, but I do like the idea of them. So I'm not sure if we get multiple or whatnot, but we will find these things out together. So I think that these ones would look better on white paper than they would on my desk. Pink. Yeah. All right. So those are 2 of each design. So you can see that those 2 are the same. Ting, ting, ting. How many do we get? 5 designs? 5 designs. I don't know if you can hear Vogel yelling in the back. I apologize. He's playing a game with his friends. There we go. So we've got this one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, which is pretty cool. You want a dream box, but you don't think it'll work well in your space? Yeah. I think that the issue that I would have with the dream box is that I wouldn't necessarily have the right stuff to fill it up, if that kind of makes sense. I don't know how customizable the dream box is, but it kind of looks like it would be better for people who have a lot of like scrapbooking paper or something. Like there seems to be places in there to really store scrapbooking paper, and while I have some, I don't really have that many. But you can see that the designs on these are really, really pretty, but then because of the iridescence, you don't necessarily get a full appreciation for just the color palette that was on there almost. Like I wish that maybe it had just been like a little bit of gold gilding or something like that. But I do think that they're very cute. So we have these ones, we've got the purple, and then we've got the red. So we can put those ones back into their little bag. And again, these will probably be ones that I store them all together because it's quite easy to tell that they are from the same collection, and then still okay to tell them apart from each other. Let's see. Get the tool set for your pen storage. Oh, there's a tool set. That's interesting. Yeah, because you can show how much I really don't know about this product. I just have seen it on the internet and been like, oh, that looks interesting. I wouldn't mind one of those. I don't need it though. So we've got those ones with the lanterns and such. And then we got these ones, which were teacups, which I thought were very cool. We're going to do these. Oh, excellent. We actually have pictures on the back. Yay. Mainly because opening them all up is a little bit of a pain point, because I don't want to like hurt anybody's ears by trying to open up the crinkly packaging. But we are going to open these ones because this one in particular was what sold me on the cup set. So this one's like a teal blue green, a bluish green kind of colorway. Okay, if you haven't heard of the Dream Box, it's effectively a like crafting storage box system. It looks like a cupboard, but it's a cupboard that isn't built into your house. It's like a freestanding cupboard, but you can open it up and it has heaps of storage space for all of your different crafty bits. And it also has like a fold-out table to work on and stuff like that. It looks very cool. But having a look at these, so you can see that in terms of the gilding on this, it's got like a little bit of the rainbow iridescence type deal, but I just thought they were so cute. It's like a little high tea theme or something. I just thought it'd be really sweet. So we've got 2 of each design again. So you can see like these guys here. And a little teapot. This is like a double-decker teapot, which is quite interesting. I think it's just like a stacked teapot, but anyways. I just thought that this was really, really pretty. And I thought that they would, again, you can see that they do look a little bit better on not my desk because they are a little bit transparent, which means that you're kind of getting the subdued version of the color by having them on my desk. But I just thought they looked really cool. Oh, look at how intricate that teapot is. So beautiful. So I'm going to have to do like a tea time kind of theme at some point, but I've got plenty. Look at how many you get. So many in this one set, which means that you have the entire month is done. It's all good. Because I had the same thing for my what was it? April, I think, my April setup where I did butterflies. That set of butterfly stickers came from Journal Say as well, and it was like 40 butterflies or something, and that was plenty to last me the entire month. So if you're into cohesive themes like I am, these kind of sets where you have plenty of stickers, excellent. I mean, this one has, what, 20 stickers in it or something? I think. Something like that. It says 20 pieces, so I'm going to assume that there are 20 stickers in here. But 10 designs, 2 of each. Nice. I did find that at the end of Butterfly Month, I had some butterflies left over, and I was like, oh, it's not really enough to do like a whole nother theme, but you could make it work for 2 months if you wanted to. You could stretch it to work for more than just the individual month. But alrighty, so there we go. So the next one, I'm pretty sure it does have printing on the back as to showing us what the different styles are, because these ones are the ones that have the doors and the windows, so I wanted to get both. Now, the artistry in each of them is a little different. Like, the doors are a little bit more watercolory, and then these ones are a little bit more kind of like semi-realistic, but I thought they were really, really pretty, as per everything else that I got. So these guys, we have 5 doors? 5 doors? Yeah. This one kind of gave me like Once Upon a Broken Heart vibes. Not that I've read the whole series, so do not spoil it for me. But it talks about doors, like, at the very, very start. So, or it talks about a door at the very, very start. So I was like, oh yeah, this kind of gave me like vibes for that. So we've got the pink colorway here, and then we've got the purple colorway. I mean, they've also got like green and blue and orange and everything else as well. But I was like, no, we need to like calm down. We need to like just do a couple. But so cute. And then in terms of the windows, we have 10 designs in this one. So very spring court, very pink for our pink colorway. And then we have the purple. Oh, I love purple. It's so beautiful. These are also beautiful. So yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to be able to store all of these, but I have them and I love them. I'd also love to know, like, of the ones that we've looked at so far for these sticker packs in particular, because, like, we had, like, the moons and the Into the Dark kind of set, which, such a vibe. And then these guys, which aren't stickers, but we're including them anyways. Lanterns, cups, windows, and doors. Which ones have been your favorite so far? I would love to know, because I'm just interested to hear about what you're interested in. The teacups are really cool, eh? And they had a range of different colors. I was just getting towards the end of my order for that, and I'm like, I need to try and limit myself because I need to come in under budget here. But this one here was the kind of like under the sea type set. They had a bunch of different ones for this as well, but I was like, I want to pick this colorway because I feel like I don't have a lot of stuff in this colorway. So, there we go. I feel like I should have gotten out a white piece of paper to put these on so that you can see them better. I'm just going to grab the journal we were looking at before and use that because it might just be a little easier to see what they look like, provided I put them on a page that's blank. That one feels like it's going to open fairly naturally, so we can use that. Ha 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 ha. So we have... You can see the vibrancy is just like so much better now as we've got it on white paper. But a whole bunch of just under the sea coral kind of things, treasure chests, little like, of course, because doors, little portal to, I don't know, Atlantis. I'm going to try and not double them up so that you can kind of get a full appreciation for all of the designs as we go through. That guy there, little ship. Little mermaids. Go. Underwater castle, which is actually above water but kind of underwater, so like it gives underwater vibes, but it's like an, I don't know, undersea lake. Interesting looking mermaid, but she's here. She has a like split in her tail, which is interesting, but it is what it is. It's cute though. Little under the sea storybook. So I like the color palette. I think they're pretty. I'm not sure if I would use this for like a full month setup because I don't know if I have enough. Like, I've got plenty of stickers. I just don't know if I would have the right ones to fit in with the theme, but I do think that they're quite nice. With a little message in a bottle type deal. There we go. So, bunch of different ones for this. I know that my camera is having a really hard time focusing on these, but we'll put those ones back. This is the only one that I got for this type. Again, this is one of the ones that I kind of tacked onto my order at the end because I was like, oh, they're cool. I'll like give them a go kind of a thing. Trying to organize these in a way that isn't ridiculous, but where did my packaging go? I have no idea where they... Nope, I've lost it. So we're just going to tuck those over to the side here, and that's a later me problem. Do people organize their stickers by sets or by colors? Good question. I think I can see the appeal for either system. I guess it really depends on how you use your stickers. I have a tendency to use mine based on, wow, running away much, set more than color, but I'd be curious to hear about other people's systems. So these ones are the ones that are a bit more kind of like steampunky, I suppose, is how I would think of them. So we have, I'm just going to lay them all out. You can kind of see what they are. I probably could have picked a better, I'm going to pick a better way to display these, mainly because my journal is not sitting as flat as it could be, which makes it really hard to lay the stickers down for you. So we're going to get just a flat piece of paper. Oh, look at that. So much easier. Who would have thought? And we'll just put those out. Oh, another door. I'm into doors right now. So we've got some little steampunky people. Whole bunch of cogs. Trains. And I believe we just have one of each design here rather than any duplicates. So if you wanted to have more of the same, I guess you just buy 2 sets. But we do have a decent range of them. Like you can see that we do have... I love this little mechanical bug. So cute. Little goggles and a key. I could have arranged these better, but I didn't. So now we have to try and tuck things in to other spaces. There we go. You can kind of see them all here. So that is the full set of these ones. Yeah, the little bug is cute. I like the little bug. But I think that they look pretty nifty. I think that that would be fun to use for a theme. If not by itself, then again, it like depends on how many like layouts you're setting up and how you like to use your stickers and whatever. I think that I would probably need 2 packs. So I would probably maybe combine it with this one. So then I can have a bit of both. But because it's open, I'll show you those ones as well. So we'll just tuck these ones to the side. Very unceremoniously. Ah, don't run away. Don't run away. There we go. And then we can have a look at these ones. There we go. So, another kind of door moment. People, floral bit. Like steampunk butterfly. Hat. Peacock. Airplanes. Peoples. And a train. There we go. You can kind of see them, kind of get an appreciation for what they look like. But then by having 2 sets, you just get a little bit more to play with, and you can kind of tuck them into different spaces a little bit easier. These ones, I have not done as good a job of actually spreading out, but you can get an appreciation for what they kind of look like. They do have pictures on the back to show you what's inside as well, which is a little bit neater and a little bit nicer, but I think they're pretty cool. I'm just going to try and make sure that I don't mix them up, even though I'm probably, if I'm going to use them at the same time. I would rather have them in their colorways just so that then I can try and balance them a little bit better in any layout that I'm setting up, so I don't have, one layout that's 100% this colorway and then one sticker isn't, because that wouldn't look as balanced as it could do. So those ones, which are the steampunky kind of ones. So we had 2 sets of those, but then we also have a set which is more like autumnal bits and pieces. So we've got the shop front. This one has 2 of each design, so I'm going to try and separate them out a little bit. There we go. There's the kitten for the people who like cats. Kitten in the window. Home front, we've got another one of those ones. Little chair, little book with the florals. Another chair. It's not even, we don't even get fall like this. This is not how New Zealand does autumn, because we don't have this many trees that are deciduous or whatever. Most of our trees are evergreens, so they don't go orange. But I love it. I love it so much. I love this. This aesthetic is beautiful. I think it's really, really nice. So I'm very excited to use it at some point. I just don't know when I'm going to use it, because when it is fall for the majority of my audience, it is spring for me. And when we get autumn, it's spring for most of my audience. But also my autumn doesn't look like this. So it's a bit tricky. But it's one of those things, like, I would like it to match my seasons, but does it actually matter if it doesn't match my seasons? I don't know. What do you think? Is it the kind of thing that I should be trying to match it more to my seasons? Do you match your journal setups to your seasons, or do you just kind of go with where your heart takes you? Because I can get behind that. Yeah, you watch an autumn setup in spring any day. I know, right? I don't really mind so much. I think it would be nice if it fit my climate and time zone a little better, but it's okay if it doesn't. There we go. So, we need to try and find a space for all of these bits and pieces. But I'm not going to be able to find enough space in my office for all of this stuff. So, notably, we looked at a bunch of things today. If you wanted to grab yourself any of them, if you wanted to check out any of these stores because you're like, I actually do need all of those stickers in my life, make sure to jump down into the description box. We also have discounts for the places that we talked about, in particular, Journal Say, the Bullet Journal shop or store, and also the washi tape shop. Um, we love savings. Always save yourself some money. There's no point paying full price for things. Ew. So if you're gonna grab yourself anything, make sure to apply a discount. Doesn't have to be mine, but nab yourself some savings. Have a fabulous rest of your weekend though. I'm gonna go find a space in my office to put all of these things. But for now, goodbye, gorgeous humans. Have a fabulous rest of your day.